everybody, I'm the Gulf Coast Granny and welcome back to my kitchen. Before we get started today, I'd like to ask everybody, if you're not subscribed, please subscribe to my channel. Today we're going to make a butternut squash sweet potato casserole with candied pecans on top, and it's going to be delicious. I've got this pot filled up about halfway with water. This is about 2 cups of sweet potatoes diced up. And this is about 2 cups of butternut squash diced up. Now this is going to make a small dish. Number 1, because I'm not feeding the army today. And number 2, that's what I've got. I bought 1 package of the butternut squash and I bought a few, I think 2 or 3 sweet potatoes. Now, and they were small sweet potatoes as well. But anyway, we're going to turn this on. We're going to turn our burner on high, and then we're going to get busy on those pecans. When I candy pecans, I like to use a great big heavy skillet. Mine happens to be cast iron, but you can use any kind. It could even be stainless steel if you wanted. I've got my pecans chopped up over here on the counter. There. Now let's turn this on about medium and let them go to town. Now you don't put any butter in this yet. You just let them toast on a plain skillet with nothing in the bottom of it. We're going to let this boil. And those butternut squash and sweet potatoes need to be fork tender. Y'all ain't going to believe what my husband did the other day. This is funny. I mean, okay, I can laugh about it now. I made the video on the cranberry sauce, and I didn't have very good lighting in my kitchen. So, I wanted to wait till the morning when I have better light to take the picture for the thumbnail. So, I covered it up, and I put it in the refrigerator. Well, I woke up the next morning, and he had put what he didn't eat in a Ziploc bag, and there was no more than half a cup in that. I said, "What? Did you eat all of it?" And he says, "No, there's some left in the Ziploc bag in there." I said, "Wesley, I needed to take a picture of that." I said, "I can't believe you did that to me." "Well, you were sleeping and it was good, and I just ate it by the spoonful." And I said, "Well, you could have asked." He said, "I didn't want to wake you up. You were sleeping good." So I ended up having to make another batch so I could take a picture of it. Can you believe that? I guess that's just the life of a YouTube cooking channel. I know it's my life here in South Mississippi a bunch. I'll cook something and put it in the refrigerator for later and it'll be gone. But at least the family's eating. I did want to rocket him off to the moon, though. I really did. Check these pecans and see if they're even close to warm. Yes, they are. They're warm. Now, y'all, I don't recommend sticking your hand in a pot. Or a skillet, for that matter. I've just been doing this a long time. And if anybody does stick their hand in a pot and burns themselves, please don't come back to me and say, "But you said it was okay," because I'm saying right now, that is not okay. You take one up like this, and you put it in your fingers, and you put it back. I know I shouldn't have to say that to grown folks, but there's a lot of grown folks out there that just don't pay too much attention. And that's all I'm going to say about that. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? I'm going to put a good bit of salt in here. Probably close to 2 or 3 teaspoons. I'm salting my water because that's just what you do. When you're cooking vegetables in water, it has to be salted, just like in pasta. And a teaspoon just don't cut it. Oh, they're starting to smell really good now. They're good and warm. Toasty. Getting kind of brown. And we're going to throw some butter in there. The one thing I was going to say about this range is that it cooks so much quicker. And the burners actually get hot. And I love that. I'm going to take this off so my butter doesn't get too brown. But I'm still kind of getting used to it. And some things cook a little faster than I want them to. But it's alright. I'll time it just right before too long. It doesn't take long to get used to a stove when you're cooking on it every day. Alright, my butter's melted. And I'm going to take a pinch of salt and put it in there. I'm going to use a tablespoon. That was 2 tablespoons of butter, by the way. We'll take a tablespoon of this brown sugar. And about a tablespoon of this molasses, give or take. And a sprinkle of cinnamon. And now we're just going to stir it all up. Until all these pecans get good and coated. Now we don't want to cook this molasses and sugar too much. Because if you do, what happens is it gets a real hard crack on it. And we don't want that. We want, oops. Look at that. It jumped right out of that pan so I could taste it. And it tastes good. Now I'm going to put it back on very, very low. It's on the lowest setting on my burner. Now, let's see where these are at. It usually takes about 20 minutes, just maybe a little longer, for sweet potatoes or butternut squash to get soft when you're boiling them. Yeah. Now I'm going to take these off the burner because they're starting to get a little dark on me and I don't want that. Let's taste one of them. They're super hot. Oh yeah, that's where you need it. Okay. Y'all, this is about one of the easiest and quickest Thanksgiving side dishes that I make. And it tastes good. I don't want y'all to forget about my giveaway. That's why I'm asking for subscribers to my channel. We got 5 more subscribers to go. And we'll be doing our giveaway of the silicone spatulas, much like this one right here. I had a whole set of these. And they've disappeared. I guess the kids took them out in the yard to dig in the yard or whatever. But this is the one that I have left. And it's actually my favorite. Thank goodness they didn't take this one. Because it's wider and it's very versatile. But my giveaway is going to be a set of these spatulas. And actually you're going to get one of our lucky viewers. And I'm going to get one. So Merry Christmas to me and to y'all. Now we're going to preheat the oven to 350. There. And the next thing I'm going to do is drain these vegetables. And I'm going to put my vegetables back in there. Now what we're going to do is add about a teaspoon of salt. We're going to put about about 2 tablespoons of butter in here. We're going to put about a teaspoon of cinnamon and about a half teaspoon, maybe a quarter teaspoon of cloves, because that's a very powerful flavor right there. Now I'm going to put just a couple of splashes of half and half in with those potatoes and squash. And now I'm going to turn on my mixer. Now we're going to take our mixture here and turn it out into this prepared dish, which really just means it's buttered. Spoon our pecans over the top. Now, we're going to bake it uncovered in the oven on 350 until it gets heated through, which takes maybe 20 minutes at the most. I'd check on it at 15. All right, everybody. This is finished. Well, it might be in a small dish, but it sure packs a powerful flavor. If this is not enough for your crowd, you can double or triple the recipe. If you need ideas for Thanksgiving dinner, I have a playlist called Holiday Dishes. If you go to my homepage on YouTube and you click on playlist, it'll bring it up. And you can use any of those dishes if you need an idea to take to a potluck or a family dinner. So y'all have a great evening, and I'll talk to you again real soon, all right?